Welcome to the broadcast. Our sign language interpreter is Ameresha Witi and I am Ashley Mazuri. Now tonight, 5 cabinet nominees have been vetted by the Parliamentary Appointments Committee chaired by the Speaker of the National Assembly, Moses Wetangula. All the nominees were taken to task as members sought to check their suitability to serve as cabinet secretaries. Interior Cabinet Secretary nominee Professor Kindiki was confronted by the ghost of police killings, with the nominee claiming he is not to blame for police brutality as the police is an independent body. Our senior political affairs reporter, Daniel Kariuki, looks at what the nominee and 2 others told the members of parliament in their bid to convince them to approve their nominations.
The first nominee to face the Appointments Committee was CS nominee for the Interior docket, Kindiki, and as expected, police brutality during the anti-government protest would dominate the session.
You could see abductions were happening, human rights abuses were happening, but the minister's voice was not being heard in that situation.
The events the honorable member is referring to were mainly operational issues. The work of the minister, the Cabinet Secretary for Interior, as envisaged in Article 245 of the Constitution, is to give the organs of national security that fall under that ministry policy, direction, and policy guidance.
Police have faced criticism for killings, injuring and abducting protesters, with the death toll said to be over 50 protesters.
Even beyond the police having independent operational command, the issue of the use of firearms by a police officer is individual.
You have forensic evidence because you have the bullets, and you know that every bullet that comes from a gun can be traced. Why have we not seen arrests and arraignment in court of the police officers that are accused or that were involved in this shooting?
I believe IPOA should help the country to get closure, and I have promised, if I am reappointed, I'll encourage the collaboration and support and goodwill between IPOA and the police in terms of providing information so that justice is served.
The former CS also faced questions about his legacy, marred by incidents of mass deaths such as the Shakahola massacre and the recent discovery of bodies at the Kware garbage dump in Nairobi's Mukuru slum.
20, 40 people can be killed around one small area like Kware in the full view of the security and administrative structures without government coming to know. And the same thing happened to Shakahola.
We did see that the Inspector General of Police resigned. Do you think that as a CS, you should not also have taken responsibility, political responsibility for that failure that the resignation confirms, and also either resigned or declined the appointment?
I can only resign if my policy instruction is unconstitutional or illegal.
Kindiki has also defended the move to have identification cards with expiry dates. Kindiki defended his acquired wealth, saying that the increased wealth owed to his law firm's activities and pending bills owed to the firm before he was made CS in 2022. Similarly, he praised the deployment of police officers to gang-invested Haiti, which he said had not affected police operations. Meanwhile, Land's CS nominee Alice Wahome has continued to defend the affordable housing levy, saying the government is expected to collect 65 billion shillings and in turn create job opportunities. The CS nominee also had pressed to explain plans to have National Land Commission NLC roles performed by the Ministry of Lands. Wahome was at pains to explain to the MP's vetting committee the working relations between her office and NLC before her dismissal. As the Interior CS Kindiki says the operational responsibility lies with the National Police Service, it remains to be seen how he will handle the docket once approved by the National Assembly, even as the vetting exercise enters its day 2 on Friday. Daniel Kariuki, KTN News at the Parliament Buildings, Nairobi.
Turning to the vetting of Health Cabinet Secretary nominee Dr.